Good morning, everyone. It's Ann here from Stamp with Ann, and I'm excited to be with you today. I am just checking my connection and making sure that I am facing the right way on my screen. If you're joining me this morning, say hi, and if you're watching later on the replay, I would love for you to say hi also. I'm excited to be back with you. It's been a busy few weeks. As many of you know, I do this also on the side as I work with the school board, and I've been starting to work with my students, so I've just had to figure out that routine, and we're all good. So we will get started. So my name is Ann Granger, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada, and I am excited to be here with you today. Today we will be creating a card using the Scrappy technique, and if you have been following blogs or been on Pinterest, this Scrappy technique is huge right now. It is a great way for you to use up your scrap paper. It was originated by Bruno Bertucci in Australia. He is the wonderful husband of Kylie, who is one of the top demos in the UK. And they started a program called Love It, Chop It, and they're always looking for different ways of using your paper. So I'm excited to share that with you today. So this is what we're creating. My focus this week on my blog is the Come Sail Away Prop Bundle Suite. So I'm going to share that with you right now. It is from the current catalog, which is good till the end of June 2nd, so only a few more weeks, and then we'll be moving on to our new catalog, which is, oh my god, so exciting. I can't wait to share with you. So right now, we are going to be looking at this one, which is called Come Sail Away. This suite is beautiful. If you are creating cards for the guys in your life, or they've got some great sayings for graduations right now, which I know a lot of graduations right now are not the way they should have been if you're graduating from university or college or grade 12 or grade 8. But you can still show those people that you love some extra special love and attention by creating some great cards with some of these things. And it's also great for travel. I am very excited to use this for our documenting our trips that I've earned through Stampin' Up! So that is my goal this summer, is to start creating with these. So I'm excited to do that. So today we're actually going to focus on two things. We're going to focus on the Sail Away bundle, which is right here. So it is a rubber mount, and it comes with matching dies. And this is carrying over into the new catalog. So right now, this set is 10% off the bundle. Till June 2nd. After June 2nd, it will not be bundled anymore, and you will have to individually buy the stamp set and the dies separately. And we're also going to focus on the designer series paper. So this paper is gorgeous. As of this morning when I checked the inventory list, it is still available. So if you are looking to create some nautical pages or some great man cards, this is the paper you want to use. So we are going to get started, and this is what we're creating. So first we are going to need, I will show you what we're going to need. You need Balmy Blue cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You need 2 pieces of Night and Navy, 4 by 5 1/4 inches. You need a white that is 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And you need a label. I've already did our label just so it's easier for the die cutting, but this actually came from the painted label die set that is currently available with the Peaceful Poppies. I love looking at dies in other ways and how I can use them, and I'm always excited to look for new labels, so that is where that one came from. So I'm just gonna put that off to the side. And you're probably wondering where the greeting came from, and we're going to use Birthday Bonanza for the greeting. So that is what you need. And then you need some designer series paper. So we use 8 patterns. So we are going to use the sailboats. We are going to use the knots. We're going to use the lighthouses. We're going to use this, reminds me of like an old newspaper. And we're going to use the striped, and we're going to use this side for the globe, and then this side for the the north, east, west compass. That's what it is. So first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a cutter. So let's just move everything out of our way so we can get started. So this is our Stampin' Up! Trimmer. If you have not seen our new trimmer, it is has been out for about a year now. I love it. It has a cutting blade and a score blade. It extends to 6 1/4 on this side, and I love it on this side. It goes to an extra 1 1/2. So if you're cutting those small pieces, the arm lifts up and then locks in, and it also opens up, and it actually cuts to 17 inches. So you got lots of room to cut that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our cutter this way just so it's on the side, and we're just going to chop paper right now. So we're going to use this one. And all I'm doing is, you can see there's like a 1 inch mark right here and then a 1 1/2. I am just kind of going to go in between. I want it on a bit of an angle, and I'm just going to cut down. So, oh, yeah. My trimmer wasn't all the way up. Morning, Chris. Morning, Jenna. How are ya? All right, so if you're going to cut, you're just going to cut this way. It doesn't matter because we're going to use that piece. So we're just going to set that aside, and then we're going to use this one. And all I'm literally I'm doing is just cutting them in different angles. It doesn't matter how big or how small because it'll all work together when you do it. So let's do this one. When you piece it together, you will see. As I said earlier, this is a great way to use up those scraps. I don't know about you, but when I cut my designer series paper, I always save my scrap pieces and literally just put them into my bag because you never know when you're going to find that perfect piece. So we're going to do the lighthouses. I love lighthouses. When we were in Mykonos, Greece, Mykonos was our favorite port on the Greek Isle cruise, and oh, the lighthouse is just beautiful. Okay, so we are going to be using this, and I'm just going to cut another one just in case. So as you can see, I'm just randomly cutting a whole bunch of pieces, and we're going to do the lighthouse, the sailboats. Mykonos, Greece, was absolutely beautiful. It was white buildings with beautiful pops of color. It was my favorite. Yes, so it was really nice. Okay, so we've got all that. I see Jenna said she has not done one, but you know what? You're going to love it. Okay, so you need a 4 by 5 1/4 piece. I am going to bring in some glue. So what I'm going to do is basically, don't worry about the excess. You're going to cut it off. So what we're going to do is just kind of layer pieces down to make sure we have what we want. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going up, down. Let me move the pieces I have used already over. We're going to use the sailboat, so you can go thin, thick. And I'm going to use some green. Go that way. And then I'm going to use this one. As you can see, like it's the world map. So let's just kind of go this way with it. And really, like right now, I'm just really placing them out. Let's go this one. And then we're gonna go, should have used a couple more. We'll do a little different one here. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. So there's, like I said, there's no real right or wrong. You're literally just, maybe I'm gonna do a bit of more green. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off my green after and put some more down because I didn't do another green. Okay, so I kind of like the way that is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start piecing it together. So if I kind of go here, so I'm gonna, ooh, that could be my other piece at the bottom. Okay, so I'm using glue. Just I found the glue was a little easier. So just put it down. You want to leave a little bit of like a strip of blue so you can see it. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to go, you can actually go this way. I'm going to go this way with that. So you're just kind of doing like up and down pattern. There's really no right or wrong. Hopefully my internet is good because, you know, when you live in a small country and everyone in their nation is on it right now, I try to go early in the mornings as I feel it's a little better. So hopefully it's not too bad, but I do apologize. All right, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do a green one now. Oh, I can't pick it up. All right, so as you can see, I have big strips, little strips. You could do whatever you want. I've seen very thick. I've seen very thin. There's so much. If you hashtag Scrappy Technique on Instagram or on Pinterest or even just do those, you'll get a lot. All right, so let's do this one this way. Let's go this way on this one. Actually, we might just be good with that. So let's just see. All right, so I've got my pieces down and you can see I've spaced them out. So it kind of looks like that. You're like thinking, what the heck, Anne? That looks crazy. I know. So then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna flip it over and trim off those excess pieces. So when you're done, it'll look like that. How cool is that? Now, the reason why we want you to put it on this piece is because we're actually going to put it on another piece. So another layer of Night and Navy. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim this one. I'm going to bring in my cutter. And I'm going to just take a quarter, like not even 1/8 of an inch off on both sides. And then I'm going to do the same here. So really, I know my mat is going to be so for example, I knew my mat was going to be 5 1/4. So then I just went like 1/8 of an inch down, cut, trim, and did it that way. So now you have that look. And next we're going to do is we're going to put it on here. So see, now it works perfect. I'm going to get my snail. If you did not know, snail is retiring. When I checked this morning, there was still some available. We are coming out with some new adhesive called Stampin' Seal. I can't remember what the name of it is. Okay, so you're gonna put that on there. Then you're going to grab, this is the twine. It's Night and Navy and Sahara Sand. That is in the suite. So we're just gonna put some on the back, a little bit of tape. And we're gonna go like this. I never pull my twine or ribbon off. I always use it on the roll because guess what? You could cut off too much or too little and then you're wasting ribbon. Okay, so I have it like that. And I'm just going to cut a little piece and set it aside for now. All right, so now we can actually adhere this to our page. I'm excited. My new pre-order should be here today, so you might see me pop on later tonight with my pre-order. I'll unveil my box. How fun would that be? Okay, so I'm just putting that down like that. We've got that set aside. We're going to bring in the white and we're going to stamp the sailboat in Night and Navy. So the colors in this paper are, I actually pulled right from when I was creating. So the colors are soft suede, Night and Navy, balmy blue, Mossy Mellow. So I just pulled those colors when I was creating. When I create with my projects or designer series paper, I always go to see what the colors that are in it first. And then once the colors are in, I pull from there. All right, so I wanted this to be a birthday card, but you could totally make this a Father's Day card, or however you want it. So we're gonna make it as a birthday card. So this actually is a photo palmer set. So when you have a photo palmer set, I would suggest stamping on some piercing mats. Sadly, our piercing mats are retiring, and they have already sold out, which is not fun at all. But you could definitely use your Stamparatus if you need to. And that would also give you a good support when stamping. Okay, all right, so I've stamped my things, and now I'm going to bring in I'm gonna lay my card down and just figure out where I kind of want it. So I'm gonna go there. It's kind of where I want it. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put my dimensionals down here first. And then I know that I will be good, so I'll put my dimensionals across the top. I just want to make sure that it lays nicely on the card and that I'm just slightly over the twine. Okay, so we have that. And I'm actually going to stamp the inside. Let's just bring in the sailboat again. Actually, let's grab a different one. Let's grab the anchor. Maybe that person is the anchor in your life. They're the ones that hold you and ground you. Aw, thanks for the sweet comments. Okay, so I'm just putting that down. Oh gosh, I almost dropped that on me. That would not have been good. All right, and then we're just going to adhere this down. So we always sometimes stamp the inside, give it a little card and extra love. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I have the twine. I just cut off a short piece, and what I'm gonna do is layer it like that and cut it. Then what I'm gonna do is line them up, put it underneath my twine, and I'm going to make a knot. Because, you know, sailor's knots are important. And then what I did was I just trimmed my pieces. So you can see I trimmed my pieces. And then what I did was I took my twine and frayed it. Because to me, when you see these sailboats or boats tied up to the pier, they're what do you call it? Rope is frayed from it being pulled in and wrapped around the blocks on the pier. So I thought that would just give it a little bit of extra little texture, so it looks like that. So there you go. There is our Scrappy Technique Sail Away card, and as I can see, there's the two we did. So totally different look of how you do your paper, but it does not matter. You, like I said, you could do small strips, straight, angled, thick, thin. There's tons of samples. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you for the sweet comments, and if you're watching on the replay, definitely let me know that you've watched, and if you've tried this technique or are going to try this technique, I will have this card up on my blog, which is www.stampwithann.com. Hopefully later today or tomorrow. It will all depend on how long it takes me to download it. And this week on my blog, I am featuring the Come Sail Away suite, so you'll see lots of different variety of projects using this product. And as I said, sadly, this stuff is retiring. The DSP is leaving us. The twine is leaving us. The stamp set is carrying over. The Happy Birthday, which came from Birthday Bonanza, is sadly leaving us. So those are still available right now, but won't be for much longer. They're while supplies last. So if you have any questions, I would love to hear it. Any feedback, I would love to hear it. This will be going on my YouTube channel once I get it uploaded, and my YouTube channel is stampwithann.com. You can also join my newsletter, which is, there's a link on my blog or on my Facebook page, and I will link that to you for sure. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope everyone has a great day and you are finding some time to do some things for yourself. So my time is stamping. I absolutely love stamping. It is my happy place and I love sharing my creations with others. So I'm excited. Watch for maybe a pop-on video later. If I get my pre-order, I might unveil it with you. So anyways, thanks everyone. Have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye everyone.